Chosen one, what I am about to speak into your life is not just urgent, it is critical. This is not another message you can afford to scroll past. This is a divine interruption, a holy alarm sounding in the spirit realm, echoing directly into your reality. God Himself has commissioned these words to reach you before the window closes, before the moment passes, before what was meant for you slips through your fingers like sand. We were wrong about you. The world was wrong. Your family was wrong. Even you were wrong about yourself. And now, heaven is setting the record straight. You have been walking through life carrying labels that were never yours to bear, rejected, overlooked, too different, too broken, too late. These words became chains around your spirit, weights that made every step feel like climbing a mountain. But hear me now, those labels were lies. Every single one of them. The truth that heaven has been trying to tell you is this: you were never the problem. You were the answer. You were never too much. You were exactly enough. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared for something so magnificent that it required every tear, every betrayal, every closed door to shape you into who you are becoming. The Lord declares over you today what is written in Jeremiah 1-5. Before I formed you in the womb I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. You were not an accident. You were not a mistake. You were strategically placed in this exact moment of history for a purpose that only you can fulfill. The delays were not denials. They were divine timing. The rejection was not judgment. It was redirection. The pain was not punishment. It was preparation. Let me tell you what we got wrong, chosen one. We looked at your struggles and thought you were cursed. But God was actually protecting you from premature elevation that would have destroyed you. We saw your isolation and thought you were abandoned. But God was actually separating you from toxic connections that would have poisoned your purpose. We witnessed your failures and thought you were finished. But God was actually teaching you humility and resilience that would sustain you at heights others could never reach. Remember Joseph in Genesis 37. His brothers saw a dreamer and threw him in a pit. Potiphar's wife saw an opportunity and threw him in prison. But God saw a deliverer and elevated him to the palace. Your pit was not your grave. It was your training ground. Your prison was not your end. It was your preparation room. What looked like destruction was actually construction. God was building something in you that the world desperately needs. Isaiah 54:17 declares, "No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you." This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me, declares the Lord. Every word spoken against you, every curse disguised as concern, every prediction of your failure, they are all being overturned in the courts of heaven right now. The verdict has been reversed. The sentence has been commuted. The case has been dismissed. Here's what's about to happen and why timing is so critical. Within the next 72 hours, a door that has been sealed for years is about to crack open. Not fully at first, just enough for light to pierce through. But that crack, that sliver of opportunity, is your entrance into everything you've been praying for. The phone call you've been waiting for. The healing you've been believing for. The breakthrough you've been fighting for. It's all converging at this moment, but here's the warning heaven needs you to hear. This door won't stay open indefinitely. Like Peter walking on water in Matthew 14:29, the moment requires immediate faith action. Hesitation will sink you. Doubt will drown you. But faith, even faith as small as a mustard seed, will carry you across impossible waters into your promised land. We were wrong when we said you weren't ready. You've been ready longer than you know. Every setback was actually a setup. Every loss was actually a lesson. Every betrayal was actually a blessing in disguise, teaching you discernment you'll need where you're going. You see, chosen one, God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And you have been called from before the foundation of the world. The enemy knew this, which is why he fought so hard to convince you otherwise. Every attack, every accusation, every attempt to break you was because hell recognized what heaven deposited in you. The enemy doesn't waste ammunition on empty vessels. He targets carriers of glory. And you, chosen one, carry glory that threatens entire kingdoms of darkness. But today marks the turning point. Today, heaven is releasing what I call the reversal anointing over your life. What does this mean? It means what worked against you will now work for you. Those who rejected you will seek you. Doors that closed will reopen. Opportunities that passed will circle back. Resources that were withheld will overflow. Your latter will be greater than your former. As Job 42:12 promises, listen carefully to what the Spirit is saying. The very areas where you felt most defeated are about to become your greatest victories. That business that failed, God is resurrecting it with a new model that will revolutionize your industry. That relationship that broke you, God is preparing someone who will love you with the depth you always deserved. That dream you buried, God is breathing life back into it with resources you never imagined possible. But here's where we need to correct another misconception. We thought blessing meant easy. We thought favor meant comfortable. We were wrong again. Your blessing will come with battles. Your favor will come with responsibility. Your elevation will come with opposition. But here's the difference. This time, you're not fighting alone. This time, heaven's armies are assembled on your behalf. 2 Kings 6:16 reminds us, those who are with us are more than those who are with them. You may see obstacles. God sees opportunities. You may see giants. God sees bread for you to eat, as Caleb declared in Numbers 14:9. You may see storms. God sees transportation to your next dimension, just as he used the storm to position Jonah exactly where he needed to be. Now, I need to address the elephant in your spirit, the fear that it's too late, that too much time has passed, that you're too old, too tired, too broken, too far behind. Let me shatter that lie with heaven's truth. God doesn't operate on human calendars. He operates on Kairos time, the appointed, opportune, supreme moment. Abraham became a father of nations at 100. Moses started his ministry at 80. Jesus didn't begin his public ministry until 30. Your timing is not off. It's divine. Habakkuk 2-3 declares, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Your appointed time is not coming. It has arrived. The vision that's been dormant is awakening. The dream that's been deferred is manifesting. The promise that's been pending is downloading into your reality right now. But God needs you to do something specific in this moment. He needs you to forgive yourself for believing the lies. Forgive yourself for the times you gave up. Forgive yourself for the moments you settled for less. Because, chosen one, you cannot step into your next dimension carrying the weight of yesterday's disappointments. Release them now. Let them go. They were never meant to define you, only refine you. And forgive those who wronged you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. Every person who betrayed you was unknowingly positioning you for promotion. Every individual who rejected you was unknowingly protecting you from limitation. Every soul who abandoned you was unknowingly making room for divine connections that are about to enter your life. Here's something profound. We were wrong about your weaknesses too. We thought they disqualified you. But 2 Corinthians 12:09 reveals, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Your struggles weren't stumbling blocks. They were stepping stones. Your wounds weren't just wounds. They were wells of wisdom others will draw from. Your scars aren't just scars. They're proof of survival that will inspire generations. The very things you're most ashamed of are about to become your greatest testimonies. That addiction you conquered will become a ministry of deliverance. That poverty you escaped will become a platform for provision. That sickness you survived will become a source of healing for others. God doesn't waste anything, especially pain. He recycles it into purpose. I need to warn you about something crucial. In the next few days, the enemy will make one last desperate attempt to pull you back. An old temptation will resurface. A past mistake will try to haunt you. A familiar fear will knock at your door. This is not coincidence. This is confirmation. Hell always riots hardest when heaven is about to break through. Stand firm. James 4:7 promises, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. But here's what we were most wrong about, chosen one. We thought you needed our approval. We thought you needed our validation. We thought you needed our permission to be great. But you were validated in heaven before you were formed in the womb. You were approved by the King of Kings before any earthly king existed. You were authorized by the Creator before creation began. The truth is, we needed you more than you needed us. We needed your different perspective to challenge our comfort. We needed your resilience to inspire our faith. We needed your journey to remind us that God still does miracles. You were never the one who was lacking. We were lacking the vision to see who you really were. So here's what's going to happen next, and why God said I had to tell you this before it's too late. A convergence is occurring in the spirit realm. Angels assigned to your breakthrough are taking position. Resources allocated for your assignment are being released. People ordained for your purpose are being directed toward you. But all of this requires one thing from you: agreement. Matthew 16:19 states, I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. You have to bind the lies and loose the truth. You have to bind the fear and loose the faith. You have to bind the past and loose the future. Your agreement is the key that unlocks heaven's movement. Right now, in this very moment, declare with me, I am chosen. I am appointed. I am anointed. I am not too late. I am right on time. What was meant to break me has actually made me. What was meant to stop me has actually propelled me. I reject every label that limits me. I embrace every promise that empowers me. Today, I step into my divine identity. Today, I walk in my heavenly authority. Today, I claim what has always been mine. The spiritual atmosphere just shifted. Did you feel it? That's the sound of chains breaking, doors opening, mountains moving. That's the sound of heaven invading earth on your behalf. That's the sound of your breakthrough breaking through. But I need to tell you something else we were wrong about. We thought your blessings would come the way we expected. Through traditional channels, conventional means, predictable paths. But God is about to surprise you with supernatural provision from unexpected sources. Stragglers will invest in your vision. Enemies will accidentally bless you. Systems designed to exclude you will suddenly include you. Money will find you. Opportunities will chase you. Favor will surround you like a shield. As Psalm 5:12 promises, your phone is about to ring with news that changes everything. Your email is about to receive a message that shifts your trajectory. Your doorbell is about to announce a delivery from heaven. Not metaphorically, literally. Within days, not years. Within moments, not months. The acceleration has begun, and it cannot be stopped. But here's the final thing we were wrong about, and perhaps the most important. We thought you were alone in this. We thought you were fighting by yourself. We thought you were climbing this mountain solo. But chosen one, you've never been alone. Not for 1 second. Heaven has been watching, waiting, working behind the scenes. That night you cried yourself to sleep, angels were collecting your tears in bottles, as Psalm 56:8 describes. That moment you almost gave up. The Holy Spirit was intercepting your surrender and converting it to strength. That time you felt forgotten, God was actually working overtime on your behalf, orchestrating a comeback that will make history. You are not just chosen. You are cherished. You are not just selected. You are loved beyond measure. You are not just appointed. You are adopted into the royal family of heaven. Your identity is not up for debate. Your destiny is not up for negotiation. Your victory is not up for question. It is finished, sealed, and being delivered as we speak. So, chosen one, this is your moment. This is your hour. This is your divine interruption. Everything changes from here. Everything upgrades from here. Everything transforms from here. We were wrong about you, but God has always been right. And what God says about you is the only truth that matters. Before this window closes, before this moment passes, grab hold of what heaven is offering. Don't let fear make you hesitate. Don't let doubt make you delay. Don't let the past make you pause. Run toward your destiny. Sprint toward your purpose. Race toward your promise. Because, chosen one, the world is waiting for what you carry. Heaven is cheering for your arrival. And your time is not coming, it's here. Walk in it. Own it. Live it. From this day forward, you are no longer who we said you were. You are who God says you are. And God says you are chosen, equipped, empowered, and unstoppable. The correction has been made. The record has been set straight. The truth has been declared. Now go and be everything heaven designed you to be. If this message has awakened something within you, if you feel the shift occurring in your spirit, don't let this moment pass in silence. Comment, "I receive," as your declaration of agreement with heaven. Share this with someone who needs to know they were never wrong, they were just misunderstood. Subscribe to stay connected to these divine downloads. Your breakthrough is not just personal, it's generational. Others need to see your rise to believe in their own. Remember, chosen one, we were wrong about you. But that error ends today. Your true identity is being revealed. Your real journey is beginning. And your greatest days are not behind you, they're unfolding right now. Heaven has spoken. Earth must align. And you, chosen one, are the bridge between both realms. Step into your power. The world has been waiting for you to remember who you really are.